A tale of two Powerglides. Today on Bart's Formers. Yes, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but we are not looking at the new Studio Series Powerglide today. So, what we have here today is the Viper version of the Combiner Wars Powerglide. And then we have this oversized knockoff, which I added a big Autobot sticker to. He came with two big, very plain looking, generic kind of guns. There's really nowhere to put them in the alt mode, which is unfortunate. But so, is there anything that the knockoff does better? Well, the answer to that is, other than coming with some accessories, no. It doesn't really hold together any better. And, you know, I've tried to tighten up this knee joint to the ball joint there with some joint tightener a few times, a little floor polish, and yeah, it just, you get nothing. So we can take a quick look at the transformation for the knockoff Powerglide, and that'll give us a good idea of the level of quality that this figure possesses, which is not much. Surprisingly, the tail fins didn't pop off during transformation this time, as typically happens. And I am loath to admit that I applied a little bit too much joint tightener around the shoulder and wings, resulting in knockoff Powerglide having a rather severe case of dandruff. Unfortunately, it was all for naught, as the wings still don't lock in any way, shape, or form. Of course, they don't on the official release either. And he can still do the thing where it turns into a gun for a larger figure. Unfortunately, since it's scaled up from Legend size, at really no point in doing it with this version. And it was kind of a dumb gimmick anyway. The knees continue to be the weak point of this knockoff, even in plain mode. They just do not lock in at all. We get a quick look at the Viper mold here, and I really love the mold of this toy. I love the look of it. It looks like a more realistic 810 Warthog as opposed to the cartoon accurate version that Studio Series 86 has presented us for Powerglide, which is kind of weird and flat and chunky looking. Unfortunately, the official Hasbro release still suffers from a lot of the same issues the knockoff does, mainly being that the wings and the tail section don't really lock into place. They just sit there very floppily. I will say I always have liked the missile detail on the inside of the arms, and you know, the G.I. Joe Cobra themed repaint of this mold is pretty damn good looking. As for the knockoff, it was $8 on AliExpress, so can't really complain too much. It would be nice if it held together a little better, if they had made some kind of minor improvements, but they didn't. So the tale of two Powerglides. Well, the Legends class Hasbro release definitely wins. Hey you back there! Stop skipping leg day! We really need another giant, weird Powerglide. Thanks for joining us today on Bart's Formers. See you on the next one.